Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of RiesKitchen. Today we're making dark chocolate florentines, full of the colours of Christmas and perfect to gift and share with friends and family. There's not too many ingredients, so shall we get straight into it? So first up we have some slivered almonds, some shelled pistachios, some dried cranberries known as craisins, some glacé cherries, an orange, butter, plain flour, in my case gluten-free, white sugar, honey, butter for greasing, and some fabulous 70% dark chocolate. So the first thing we're going to do is prep our tin. This is the way we're going to get that lovely round shape of our florentines. So I'm just going to use a piece of paper towel and some softened butter, and I'm going to grease each of my 12 patty tins. You want it pretty well greased because we're making a caramel and we don't want them to stick. So I've popped my oven on 160 degrees Celsius fan forced, and now for the fiddliest bit is I need to make 12 strips of baking paper, 10 centimetres long and about 2 centimetres wide. So I just folded my large piece of baking paper and kept folding so that I ended up with 8 and then made an extra lot. And split. And now I'm going to lay these into each of the patty tins, and there you need to have the handle sticking up so that when our biscuits are cooled we can lift them up out of the tin. Saves a lot of tears. So just pop them down and press them in. So now to get started on our biscuits. First up, I'm just going to chop roughly our pistachios. When you do, you end up with such a great lot of colour punching through. Now the cherries are just a little bit big, so I'm just going to cut them in half. Nothing says Christmas like glacé cherries. So now to just throw in our craisins and our almonds, and I'm just going to zest in some orange. The aroma's coming out of this bowl with the orange and the pistachio is just amazing already, so we'll just give that a quick stir to mix it all through. So now we're going to make our caramel base to put it all or stick it all together. So into this pot I'm just adding our butter, sugar, flour, and a tablespoon of honey. So now on a low gas, we're going to stir this through until all the sugar is dissolved and the butter is melted and we get that lovely rich caramel. Now I'm going to add our rich caramel into our fruit and nut mix and stir it through so that everything gets coated and sticky. So now it's about dividing this wonderful mix into our tin. So it's about a dessert spoon of mix. Pop it in and gently flatten it out, but no need to push it hard into the tin. Now these go into the oven for 15 to 20 minutes until they're all golden. My kitchen is smelling so buttery. Let's have a look. Oh wow. Now these are thermonuclear. We have to let them go absolutely cold in the tin before we try and move them. Otherwise as you lift you're just going to bend. You want that caramel to set. So now for the scary part, and that's getting them out. Now you will need to use a rounded knife, or I'm using a palette knife, just where you haven't got paper, to just loosen them from around the side of the tin where the caramel's set. And now we can just peel the papers off. So our last step now is to prep our chocolate to be able to make the wonderful backing of these. So into a microwave safe bowl, and I'm going to zap these in 30-second increments until it's melted. And now for the fun but messy part. So I'm just stirring this through to make sure that I've got no unmelted bits. And I'm literally going to get each biscuit, dip it in the chocolate, make sure that I've got a good coat, and then turn it upside down onto our tray. And now our last step is to pop this tray in the fridge for 15 to 20 minutes to let that chocolate set. For all the details of today's recipe, don't forget to check out my blog at the link below. But as always, the best bit is in the eating. They're crisp, nutty, not too sweet, and just absolutely delicious. Perfect for a treat at Christmas or for giving to friends and family. So from all of us at RiesKitchen, wishing you and yours a very Merry Christmas. Stay safe, everybody. Merry Christmas and ciao.